We buck a system that doesn't want us. To be a fringe filmmaker means we don't do it for them. We do it for ourselves. To be an outlaw on the fringe means we'll die before we fail. Be an outlaw.
Hey, look at that on the screen.
It's better looking than us.
Right? No argument there.
Boom, there's all the information in case anybody wants to know. March 28th and 29th, 2020, that's this year, and this coming weekend, we're launching the DEF CON 1. Romero Pictures Indie Brigade presents the DEF CON 1. Joe, what do you think about that? There it is. Look at that. Beautiful graphic that our amazing Ian... I'm fucking spacing out, dude. I haven't slept in like 3 days. I know. I just lost my train of thought. Jesus. Fuck you, Joe.
Hi, Carrie.
Yeah, I'm like on no sleep. Anyway.
Sleep is for the weak.
Ian Steyer, our amazing graphic designer who designed the entire new brand of Romero Pictures and the Indie Brigade, did that graphic for the DEF CON 1. And that was the thought that I fucking just farted right in the middle of it, right in my brain. So. And
I'm sorry, it's blame who?
It's blame Joe. It's all Joe's fault. Everything's Joe's fault. I'm just going to put my respirator on my microphone right here.
Yes, we don't want the microphone getting sick.
There we go.
Or catch any communicable diseases from you. So this whole thing, man, it's getting out of hand, huh?
What, the coronavirus? It's nuts, man. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. Is that what you're talking about?
That is exactly what I'm talking about. Well, I figured you'd catch on with you and the respirator. And
are we live? So, are people watching this?
Yeah, there's a few people watching it.
Oh.
Yes, I'm already getting in trouble. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Joe's only getting in trouble because everything's his fault.
Well, this isn't an actual episode of Romero Pictures Indie Brigade. This is a
special report. It's a special report.
Yeah, there you go.
I cut you off.
It's let's talk about DEF CON and what it's all about.
Yeah, Romero Pictures Indie Brigade special report with me, your host, George C. Romero, and my ever faithful and amazing producer, Mr. Joe Ridgely. We got people starting to tune in here, Joe. Tonight we're going to be talking about DEF CON 1, what it is, why it is, what's happening with it, the fact that it is not a physical gathering in a public space, like all the wonderful messages I got from people today. The fact that it is not free, also thanks to all the wonderful messages I got today. And we're going to tell you all the reasons why it's not a public gathering. Because if you were one of the 100 people who asked me where we were having it today, then I probably do need to explain to you that there's a pandemic going on. And
no, the best ones were, why are you guys stupid enough to gather people in a public place? Like, really? And they posted that like publicly, they didn't IM or anything.
Oh, someone did that publicly too? I didn't see that.
Yeah. So,
Joe, I got to tell you, this thing makes me jealous of what's in your cup as opposed to what's in this one. This is just coffee.
This is just liquid goodness.
Fuck you, Joe.
Anyway.
So I figure we should just give it a couple of minutes, let some people show up. I'm happy Carrie Vickers is here. Hey, what's up, Elena? Morgan? Ron, how you doing? Dino, love you, man. It's a nice video today on the Harley, man. You made me jealous. And that video of the skateboarder out there in LA that you shared was awesome. I remember I think it was called Carmageddon. There was another time when all the interstates were shut down and we went out and shot some skateboarding stuff on the empty freeways out there. But that one you shared was epic, man. Those guys nailed it. LA is such a crazy place to see empty. Not something I would have thought I would have ever seen.
Hello, Crystal and Derek Young.
Hey, what's up?
Thank you for joining us. Let me get some crap on here. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
What do we want to talk about, Joe? Well, let's let people show up and join. What do we want to talk about? Go ahead. You talk for a while. I'm tired of talking.
Wow, nothing like being put on the spot. So, have you guys all gone over to Avail TV and started watching our show on there via Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV? Avail TV is an app, and you got to scroll kind of far down in order to find us, but we have, I think, all of season 1 and a majority of season 2 on there. So, if you haven't already,
I think there's just a couple episodes missing at this point. So.
Right on. So that's pretty big for us. That's cool.
That's a huge deal, actually. We've got our own channel on there. We've got our own channel on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV, and Apple TV Plus. That's really cool.
Absolutely.
TV. Yes.
And we're going to talk about that more later, which makes it kind of cool, even more cool with what's going on.
Oh, yeah. With the coronavirus. Is that you mean with what's going on? The coronavirus?
That's what I'm referring to.
COVID-19, Joe. COVID-19.
And the con. What con is that?
Oh, the DEF CON 1.
Oh, my God. And you're saying my timing is always off?
I'm telling you, Joe, I've barely slept in like 3 days. I think I got like an hour and a half sleep last night. So I'm a little delirious, but that's cool. Susie, glad you made it. Glad you caught it by accident. Sometimes that's the best way to find us. Sometimes most of the stuff we say is by accident. Elena's watching. Boom. Talking to people on mysticism online, hiding out in West Virginia. Yeah, I think everybody's hiding out. I mean, the streets are pretty bare everywhere I go, because I'm out there roaming around. That's what I'm doing. I'm out there in the crowds, in the world. I'm not at all, actually. I'm very happy. It's funny. I was talking to a buddy of mine the other day, and we were kind of like, everybody's all going crazy with this quarantine stuff, but I work at home. I'm lucky. I'm very lucky. I get to work at home. I get to spend time with my son. I get to spend a lot of time being a good dad and a good husband, but I get to work at home. I get to work on this stuff at home. I get to work on my movie stuff at home. I get to work in the wood shop, and that's out of my house. So, being quarantined here I think it's a lot harder on the rest of my family than it is on me. Probably because I keep running around going, why is this so hard for you guys? I'm here all the time.
Yeah, I'm one of the quote unquote fortunate ones that are working from home now. And my wife is very pleased about that.
You didn't sell me on that. I don't believe you.
Yeah, go figure. We got so much to talk about, but we were just trying to get a few people in. We got actually Sam and Terry downstairs right now. Let's bring them up real fast to say hi. Just not quite that high. Hold on a second. Let's see. Well, do we do age before beauty or ladies first? Hello, Samantha.
Hey, Sam. How's it going?
And wait, there's this guy too.
Hey, Terry.
Surprise, Terry. You're live.
Hey, Terry. How are you guys
everybody.
doing? How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm going stir crazy.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't seen people in days. All my work people, I miss them.
Are you guys like on a government watch list or something? We just have first names for some reason.
I usually have Lance and Sam.
Oh, okay. Terry, what's your excuse?
I'm trying to be conservative with my typing, and I'm type hoarding.
I understand. It conserves oxygen in that way. You're conserving oxygen.
Exactly. I don't want to burn too much oxygen out of my bloodstream by over cardioing the typing.
That's smart.
And
Joe's not
Apple's a stickler on that stuff. I know.
Well,
You're only allowed certain key presses per year.
Yeah, you're only allowed so many consonants and vowels, and that then you have to up your subscription to the next level. So
A lot of people don't know this about men, but we only get so many keystrokes in our lifetime.
I was going to say, y'all speak so many words a day, and since you're home all day, you're speaking them all, so you can't type extra.
Ooh, I like that.
We'll go with that. Sam wins. Welcome to the Romero
Okay.
Pictures Indie Brigade special report with your host, me, George C. Romero, our ever faithful and amazing producer, Joe Ridgely, Samantha Wagner, half of the Wagner Wilds with Lance and Samantha Wagner, and Mr. Terry Gerald, or as we like to call him, Drone Jesus, director of the Romero Pictures Indie Brigade, Drone Cav.
I like to call him Norm.
Norm.
You may all be wondering why so many people are here with us tonight. What was that?
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I know better.
Oh,
Wow, Sam not camera ready. You know what we do? The camera, not people that aren't camera ready. We do that.
Damn. I hope that shit doesn't happen on the Wagner Wilds. There's no way to tell, though, so people need to tune in.
Oh, wait. Are we doing a live show tomorrow?
We're live right now.
No, we're doing another one tomorrow.
No, but right now.
Yes, we are. You are.
Yeah, Wagner Wilds tomorrow night is live. That's a big deal.
It is.
That's a huge deal.
It's their very first live episode.
I'm gonna
and it's
start
going to be
drinking
on
now.
Facebook and YouTube. Wow. See, they're already getting the hang of talking over me, George. You got to stop that shit. Damn.
Man, you haven't seen the training video I send out. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because it goes out with instructions not to show it to you.
Okay. So anyway, again. Kidding. So Sam, actually, Terry.
yes.
Are you
You
sure?
dropped a pretty cool episode last week. Yeah, I'm sure this time, and he's going to have an episode this week, but you dropped a pretty cool episode last week. Summarize that real quick, and then we're going to jump over to Sam. She's going to summarize what she's got going on this week.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I thought I'd do something a little different. I try and make every episode a little different, something fun, and something that you can take something away from. So that episode, I took a dive into the software that is on your phone or your tablet to actually control your drone, how to set up your flight settings, to control how fast it rotates, things like that, so you can get nice smooth footage. But also took a look at some of the camera settings and how to set up the camera. And it's sort of paving the way for another episode coming up. I may do this week on ND filters and how to do some more effects with the camera and things like that. So I like to throw some little tidbits in there that maybe the viewers can, somebody will say, hey, that's that one thing I've been looking to try and figure out how to do and be able to walk away with it.
All right. And also, you have a panel coming up this Sunday.
Yes.
It's actually a demo. Terry's going to be doing a live demo for 1 hour this
Demo.
Sunday.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is. It's a different. There's a difference. That's why we came up with different words to put on the graphics once it's panel and demo.
I'm still working on that whole
I'm
vocabulary.
tired. Fuck you, Joe.
Anyway, Terry,
Stuff.
quickly, because I'm going to drop you out as soon as you're done with this. No, I'm kidding, but I'm going to drop you out soon. Tell us what's going on Sunday.
Sunday, we're going to do a demo again, kind of getting into almost like quick start stuff. What can you do right now if you just got a drone or you're thinking about going out and getting one? And again, with all this downtime, if you can get your hands on one, or if you have one that you just had sitting around that you haven't really explored yet, it's going to be a lot of little things that you can go out. Since you're going to be stuck at home probably for a while, you'll be able to go out in the backyard and try some of these things out and just get a good start with things. And it's going to be some fundamentals, but also throw in some tricky stuff too, so you can get, pun intended, off the ground the right way.
Do we get to ask live questions?
Man, that was
We
bad.
do get
Was
to ask
that
live
bad?
questions?
I was hoping for that, but I never get that. Yeah, questions are fine with me if we can do it.
Yeah, there'll be live
Well-
Q&A through it. I mean,
I love Q&A because sometimes that one person will ask the question that 10 people want to hear the answer to. So it really kind of ignites the conversation. So
absolutely. Frank Farrell just joined
Everybody
us.
say hi, Frank. Hi,
Hi,
Frank.
Frank.
Hey, Frank. Man,
That was wow. Okay.
this is
Somebody,
interesting. It's like a growing trend. I've been noticing that everybody's quarantined, so they're reaching out through the internet now and doing these like Facebook Live things, and here we are with the Indie Brigade, and we're doing one too. Fuck it. It's great time for brainstorming and developing new ideas for horror-related things. I've had some major new movie ideas. Well, there you go. If anybody's been paying attention to the sort of posts I've been making that are not DEF CON 1 related, I've been trying to make at least one a day to just kind of remind everybody why we do what we do. You know, the fact that we're the storytellers. We're the ones who are going to tell the story of these times down the road, and those stories are going to be what's left when we're all gone. So, you know, stay true to your creative always, every day.
She has me completely fascinated. We're going to have her on sometime just to talk about this stuff, because
absolutely, she's super cool.
Mind blown right there.
Yeah, she's super cool. We talk about that stuff a lot. So we definitely need to have her on and talk about that stuff. I just want to say hi to Sam. Check your text messages, brother. We've got a very cool announcement coming up Friday night on our season 3 premiere of Romero Pictures Indie Brigade with your host, me, George C. Romero, and my ever faithful and loving producer, Joe Ridgely, who's coughing over there. And you're muted.
Yeah, that liquid goodness went down the wrong pipe.
Well, anyway, we're going to announce something very, very fucking cool Friday. And it may or may not have to do with Romero Pictures Indie Brigade's first feature film production as a label and as a band of merry outlaws. So, and it may or may not have something to do with my friend Issam there. So there you go. Stay tuned.
Well, if I had to guess, the answer is no.
The answer is yeah.
All right. Terry, I am dropping you out, brother. Thank you for hopping on with us and letting us know what you have going on. We are looking forward to Friday. Terry, what is your time slot on Friday? Deer and headlights.
Huh? I don't
time slot. Sunday. Sorry.
Sunday, 4:30.
4:30. Catch Terry at 4:30 at
DEF CON 1.
DEF CON 1.
DEF CON 1.
DEF CON 1 2.
Guys, the questions are only going to get harder from here.
Romero Pictures Indie Brigade is going to DEF CON 1.
All right, Terry, we will catch you later. Thank you again for coming on.
Look forward to
sorry.
Cut you right off. I'm sure there'll be a green room after this, Terry. If you're still around, I'm sure there'll be a green room afterwards.
Oh yeah, I'll be here.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Okay.
See y'all later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. For real this time.
Bye, Sam.
Okay. You hang up first.
No, you hang up first.
Sam, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Wait a second before you do that. This episode brought to you by
Blame Joe.
Freaking blame Joe.
Everybody, let's go ahead and just blame Joe for everything from the coronavirus to the coronavirus. It's all his fucking fault. We all know it. You know, are you getting irritated being pent up at home, quarantined? It's not anybody's fault in your house. Just blame Joe. He can take it.
I've got the perfect cure for cabin fever. Come over here and have a drink.
So, Sam, talk to me. Tell me what's going on. How's life? How's living? How's quarantine?
I'm busy. I'm working like long hour days, and trying to catch up with you guys is like running a marathon by itself.
Yeah, kind of a lot's happened in the last week, huh?
Just a little.
Yeah, that's funny.
You want to share any of it? You want to talk about any of it?
I've been kind of bringing it up. I'm just burnt out. I'm literally fried from pulling this DEF CON 1 together. And you know, I've been I guess we're kind of getting into the groove of this live stream here right now. And I'm just trying to catch my breath. You know, I'll tell you, we announced last week after our season, or 2 weeks ago, or a week ago. Yeah, it was a week ago. After our season 2, or during our season 2 finale, we announced DEF CON 1, right? And it's this online convention. And it just kind of was one of those things that we thought, hey, this could work. And so we made a couple of phone calls. Some people seemed into it. So we announced it. And then it became this thing, this sort of monolith that just was coming. There's a deadline. There's a date. It's here. We've gotten in 1 week, it took us 6 days to pull this whole thing together. We pulled this convention together, and in 6 days, we pulled in 14 amazing celebrities. We put together 7 phenomenal panels that range from fan panels to educational panels. And we did it. We pulled together a 2-day event that is online only. There is no touching. There is no public gathering. Just going to reiterate that for anybody who might still not understand that. And ticket sales, proceeds from ticket sales go toward the startup fund for the Veterans Compound. This is not a free event. We have had a lot of people say they're coming. A lot of people say this is great. See you there, that kind of thing. It is not a free event. We're not doing that to be dicks. We're doing that because if we're all going to band together and try to help out, then, you know, we're going to try to help out veterans too, because that's a huge thing that's near and dear to me in the Indie Brigade. And so we are charging tickets. After all, we did pull together a pretty impressive convention that I think has a pretty damn good lineup for a real world convention. So the fact that we pulled this together in 6 days with the lineup that we've pulled together is worth a little something. And I think that it's, you know, the best thing we can do in the spirit of what's going on is give proceeds from ticket sales to the Veterans Compound Startup and Launch Fund, so that we can get that thing off the ground and finally start helping some vets. So the two biggest questions to answer about DEF CON 1, it is online only. There is no physical gathering at a location. It is online only. If you have a computer and an internet connection.
You are jumping the gun, young man. You're jumping the gun.
Oh, I asked him a question. He's just answering.
It's an online convention.
No, but he's okay. Okay. And let's introduce.
I think we're in timeout, George, from Joe.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to answer your question, Samantha.
I know.
It was too premature. Negative. Hold on. I got to find one thing before.
I wasn't going to say anything I haven't already said. What are you doing? I don't understand.
What are you doing?
You're confusing me. I'm tired. Once you get me talking, you just got to let me finish. Now I'm confused.
I think I'll be in timeout again.
Fuck.
Yeah. Well, hold on a second, because somebody obviously wasn't prepared.
Who's that, Joe?
I have no idea. George. Damn it, George.
Coffee is life.
Only a producer.
You know what? I'll tell you what. Fuck the toilet paper shortage, man. I need coffee. I'm out of coffee. If anybody wants to send me pounds and pounds of coffee to get through this quarantine, that's all I need. I just need literally pounds of coffee. Carrie, there are lots of cool celebrity guests. We're going to show a trailer, but apparently Joe doesn't want me to talk about it yet, even though that's why we're all here to talk about things.
Well, yeah, but we got Sam on here, and give me.
You asked me a direct question. You know what, Sam? I'm sorry you don't get the answers to your question now.
I'm sorry I asked it. I should have left it.
Yeah, you should have fucking known better.
I
Jesus.
should know. This is not my world.
There was a method to my madness, and you guys.
Well, go ahead. What are you doing over there? Johnny types a lot. What the fuck?
Samantha, please discuss this.
So that's Mr. Billy Bloody Pond, and he's going to be live with us tomorrow night. And Lance and I have watched a movie called Enemy. And if anyone wants to watch it so that you can ask questions when we're live tomorrow night, we are going to discuss that movie with Mr. Billy and Lance and I's input, output, what we believe, don't believe, what conspiracies are in the movie, which ones aren't, and see if we can get along nicely doing it. After we do Enemy, we're going to talk to Billy about his project and his new projects.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm done.
That's it? That's what you've been looking for?
Literally, that's what you stopped my
Yeah,
flow.
we had Terry on to talk about his stuff, and we needed you on there to talk about your stuff.
And we're just flowing. Everything's just flowing. Joe, producers don't like it when you go off book.
No, we left the script.
Corey, I'm glad that you found the brigade, man. I'm happy to be reconnected with you. And I'm happy you're here tuning in tonight. Tomorrow's episode of the Wagner Wiles is going to be epic. It's their first live episode ever. Billy Pond is the fucking man. I think it's going to be a badass episode, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So tune into that for sure. We're doing our best to bring you as much free content as we can here through the Indie Brigade during the quarantine. Corey, so are we, man. Through it, you know. Wait till I talk to Joe about the idea I have for doing what we're doing right now almost daily for the rest of quarantine.
Look at those eyebrows.
That's right. Romero Pictures Indie Brigade is going to be going live daily.
I'm assuming a guy's name is Daly. Or...
At some point, we're going to try to do a little live something. I think, Joe, you and I talked about this. Try to do a little live something. I mean, like, what the fuck else do we have to do at night after the world's asleep, except for us weird indie artists? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck else is there to do except get on here and entertain some people leading up to the DEF CON 1 that apparently I'm not allowed to talk about on our DEF CON 1 special.
All right. On that note, we're going to get rid of Sam and guess what we're going to talk about.
You guys can watch Enemy on Netflix if you have Netflix and join in our conversation tomorrow night. We'd love to have you. And Lance will be here and he'll be so excited. We'll be excited. I'll be drinking.
Do you think Lance is going to be offended when we tell him the numbers are higher when it's just you?
You know, he thinks I'm beautiful. I'm his queen. He'll take it as a compliment.
And it is.
Thank you.
Right on. All right, Sam, I'm going to put you back down in the green room lobby, whatever you guys want to talk about it. You can hang out with Terry, and George and I are going to talk about a few things.
Y'all have fun.
Talk some shit.
George, stay out of trouble.
That's impossible.
No, be nice.
Keep them up.
Also,
keep them awake.
Oh, look at that, Corey Thompson. Hey, man, you know what? I really like Death Wish and Black Rifle Coffee. Those are my two favorite brands of coffee, man. All right. Take it away, Joe.
I could sing like I did the other night.
No, please, no.
No? You don't think they'd enjoy that?
No, please, no.
No, please, no. One other thing we got to touch base on before we go to DEF CON is David Lee Madison has a new show following ours, and that's The End of the Night with David Lee Madison.
Phenomenal show. David is a great guy. If you haven't watched The End of the Night yet, tune in this coming Friday after Romero Pictures Indie Brigade for The End of the Night with David Lee Madison. He has an evening with John McNaughton planned for everybody, starting at 11 o'clock this Friday night. If you don't know who John McNaughton is, you better go learn yourself some. And if you do know who John McNaughton is, then you know exactly how lucky we are to have him on the Indie Brigade Network. And we thank David for pulling that together, and we thank John in advance for giving us some time and coming on and talking to the Brigade community. So make sure you tune in this Friday night for the end of the night after Romero Pictures Indie Brigade, of course. So we know what you all are doing Friday night, and now maybe with a little bit of luck, we're here to talk about what y'all are going to be doing Saturday and Sunday during the day, evening, and early night. No, people. Corey. No, Corey. No, don't ask that. It's terrible. Oh God.
Oh, okay.
All right, take it away, Joe.
So we have free vendor spaces, spots, tables, spaces. How do you want to call that?
Well, we're calling them vendor tables, but we're putting the word tables in quotations on the internet. It's a vendor listing. Essentially, what we've done is we have built the DEF CON 1 and modeled it after a real-world convention, but it is online only. There is no gathering at a physical location. There is a pandemic going on, people. We would not do that. We are not stupid. We are outlaws. We are not idiots. We organized an online convention. It is online only. All you need to attend is a computer with an internet connection and a ticket. You got to have a ticket, and you can get tickets at romeropictures.com. We're set up. We've got two kinds of tickets. We've got a $20 ticket that gets you full access to both days. It literally couldn't be cheaper to get access to a convention with the lineup like we have. And then if you want a commemorative coffee mug that's got some pretty awesome graphics on it, you can get that as an add-on ticket. It's $30. The concept is simple. You buy your ticket. There's a drop-down list of all of our guests for day one. If you want to be on camera with any of them, you selected their name when you buy your ticket, and we bring you up on a one-on-one on-camera live stream with the celebrity of your choice, and you get to talk to them for a couple of minutes. max. We then make sure that you get a awesome branded screenshot emailed to you, commemorating the DEF CON 1 and commemorating this time of quarantine and this global pandemic with wonderful smart ass graphics. So I think people will dig that. And then that ticket, that same ticket, that one ticket that you get for $20, the no coffee mug ticket, the $20 ticket, gets you into both days of events. The second day of events is literally 7 of the most amazing 1-hour panels that we could put together in a 6-day period, and they're all fucking awesome. So if you haven't checked out the lineup yet, go to RomeroPictures.com, check it out. We've got a little teaser trailer that we made. I doubt Joe loaded it up. I would love to show it to y'all.
Would you like that like right now?
Do you have it?
I may. Are you going to whisper sweet nothings in my ear
Like
in
one of
order to
those
get it?
things where you just kind of have to. It's a leap of faith, like Indiana Jones. You know, when he steps off the cliff and there's a bridge there. Let's find out if there's a bridge, ladies and gentlemen. Boom! Look at that.
Hey, wait a second. I might actually have to press play.
Look at that. Playback was a little choppy there. I don't know what happened. It kind of seemed a little low resolution and choppy. I don't know if it did for anybody else. Samantha Wagner, you're right. Or phone or tablet. You can watch on any of those devices. If it has a screen, if it has an internet connection, you can attend DEF CON 1 with a ticket. Simple. Plain and simple. Proceed.
Well, not only that, I mean, just spread it to your friends, like across the pond. You don't have to be in the States to do this.
That's true. You can be anywhere in the world and attend DEF CON 1. I know conventions are big in Europe, and I know things like, and I know a lot of these folks go to conventions in Europe. You guys have any idea how lucky we are to get this lineup that we got? Do you have any clue, like how awesome it is that that the Indie Brigade have managed to pull this convention together and bring together this lineup of people that we have to come and talk and spend some time with us? You know, y'all, look, conventions got canceled and it fucked a lot of people over and it fucked a lot of indie artists out of revenue. And that's some bullshit. But there's nothing we can do about it. It's a global pandemic. So you know what we can do about it? We can do something about it, right? We're shut in. We're not shut down. Hashtag shut in, not shut down. Remember that, Joe. You heard it here first. I fucking said it. So
I just saw Darkness Waits comment, and I actually have.
Boom.
They sent me their poster. I've got to go get it framed. It just came today, so I'm gonna head out like hopefully soon before the weekend. And if some place is open, this will be framed and in the background here. I thank you guys.
No place would be open to build you a frame for that, Joe. But do you know who could build you a frame for that and ship it? As a matter of fact,
would that be you?
Yeah, it would be. What did I say at the beginning of the show? I'm lucky I get to spend part of my day every day in my wood shop. McKim Wood and Leather. We do all kinds of custom shit like that. And I would love to build you the frame for that. So all I need is the dimensions, and I'll send it to you.
Sweet.
Boom.
I was hoping to get it up by this weekend.
Huh? No, you won't have it by this weekend.
Well, I'll still buy a frame until then. But anywho, so let's
yeah, but Michael Berryman is a badass, and he's coming to spend some time at DEF CON 1 with people. He's one of the smartest dudes you'll hear talk about this business. He's a sweetheart. Max says, "That's it, man. Shut in, not shut down." Damn right. You know what? And that's what DEF CON 1 is all about. We're shut in. We're not shut down. We're doing this. We're pulling it together. We've got an amazing lineup of people. They're all here to spread the same message that we try to spread. We want to help indie artists. We want to help everybody. That's why our vendor tables are free. The vendor tables are basically vendor listings in a directory that will live forever after the DEF CON. It is a directory that we will actually dedicate a portion of our own marketing and promotional spends for the Indie Brigade to promote as well. Because in these fucked up times, there's not enough people banding together to try to help. There's bailout programs for all kinds of shit. There's stimulus packages that talk, and there's money for this and money for that, money for families and small business loans. But nobody's bailing out the indie artists. And you know what? Who fucking cares? Because we're indie artists. Nobody's bailed us out our entire fucking lives, and they're not going to start now. So we got to do it for ourselves. And that's what the Indie Brigade is trying to fucking do. So we pulled together the DEF CON 1, every single guest on day 1, every single member of a panel on day 2. We're all here for the same thing, to help each other get through this, to help each other make some money in the face of conventions being shut down, and in the face of indie artists everywhere losing revenue that they count on every year. That's what it's about. It's about spreading that positivity, spreading that love, and wrapping our arms as much as we can around the community and trying to help everybody lift themselves up. DEF CON 1, March 28th, 29th. Right here
Deep breath, man.
at the Indie Brigade. Tickets available at ROMEROPictures.com. Because you know what? You only need 2 things to get in: some sort of screen and an internet connection and a ticket. So go to ROMEROPictures.com, get your ticket, pick your celebrity. We also have a silent pass available. If you don't want to be on camera, but you still want to watch the shenanigans, you can get the coffee mug ticket, which is it's the $30 ticket, but you can select the silent pass and you get a cool commemorative mug, and you don't have to worry about being on camera if that's not your thing. So we wanted to make sure that we opened it up to as many people as possible, and that's what we came up with. I think we did a phenomenal job for pulling this thing together in 6 days, Joe. I mean, look, are there people out there who are going to be on the internet going, well, at real conventions, I get a lanyard, Well, yeah, but you know what? Like, this is a real convention. We've got an amazing lineup that real world conventions would love to have. And you don't get a lanyard because you don't need one, because there's no building, because it's online only.
Just think, you don't have to pay for parking. Ridiculously high cost of con food.
None of it. You just have to buy a ticket and just show up. That's it.
And to put this in perspective, think about how much it costs to go to a celebrity's table and talk to them. I'm not going to name names or anything, but just think about that. And look at what the price of admission is for 2 days, and the ability to talk to one of them one-on-one, and then getting a screenshot also.
Yeah, and these people have dedicated their time to the DEF CON 1. Max wants to know, will there be any merch available after DEF CON 1? Yeah, absolutely, Max. But there's going to be merch. We haven't put our merch up because it's about the artists and the vendors. So, basically the only piece of merch we have right now is the mug ticket. It's a really cool mug, and it's a little commemorative thing with the DEF CON 1 graphics on it and the dates and all that stuff. So beyond that, I'm sure we will do a shirt or something. We just haven't done it yet. We haven't put it up yet. Let's see. What?
Hat. I got to get all this shit cut off soon, so I'm going to need something to cover that up with.
Oh, yeah. Wait till we do the competition. I haven't figured it out yet, but it's going to be something that's going to involve me going down to Florida when this is all over and shaving Joe's head. That's coming.
Darkness Wait says there's 2 posters, Joe. So I've got to. So, yeah. Not changing the subject or anything.
Drone Jesus made a good point. The people who would love to come to a con, but it's in another state far away, the expense and logistics are non-existent with DEF CON 1. That's exactly right, Terry. That's an excellent point. You know, look, at the end of the day, if we can pull DEF CON 1 together as a community and we can rally enough support around it, this is something we can do and organize on a regular basis. And if we can prove our case, maybe we can go get some people to help us go even louder about it. How many people have wanted to go to, say, the San Diego Comic-Con, but you can't because it's in San Diego and costs thousands of dollars? Probably a lot. How many people wanted to go down to the Cult Classic in Texas, but it was in Texas, right? You know, there's a lot of people who want to go do this stuff. They just can't afford it. So, you know, the DEF CON 1 is something that could literally transcend all of this pandemic, all of this other stuff, and be something that we do forever. But you got to help us prove it. You got to help us prove that it's worth doing. So, you know, share our shit everywhere you can. Share it, share it, share it. This thing starts Saturday, and we want to sell out of our tickets before then. We will be emailing links to people who purchased them probably a day or two beforehand, just so that we're on top of it. And we just need to get this thing out there into the world. Thank you, Max. You know, it's really cool. It's super exciting. We've got some phenomenal people coming up. We got almost 8 hours of live stream. Oh, I do want to touch on that. We're going to be breaking both days up into like 4-hour streams, just in case they go a little long, because Facebook does put a streaming a time limit on live streaming, which is 8 hours. Boom. So, you know, we don't want to do that. We're gonna do 2 blocks. Each day will be streamed in 2 4-hour blocks with a half an hour break between the blocks. Tell everybody, tell your friends, buy your tickets. I know it's scary times. I know everybody is scared right now and everybody is freaking out. But it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. You know, $20 for 2 days for this. Like, help us spread some love here. It's not expensive. You get access to some amazing, amazing people who all just want the same thing we all want. You know, everybody who's going to be part of this thing, they want to give back as much as they can to the group of people that support them in their careers as well. You know, we're all in this together. We're all indie artists, and we're all on fucking lockdown. We're shut in. We're not shut down. So the idea is, let's not be shut down together. And we're doing what we can to try to help. If we had deep pockets or some big, deep corporate bank account, there would already be a fund out there for independent artists, but there's not. So, because we don't. So this is what we're doing. We're trying to help. We're trying to do what we can. We're trying to help vendors. We're trying to give vendors basically a new point of contact for all of their sales, for everything. This is going to be vendors that you see at these conventions, all of the stuff that you normally see. But you know, the best part about it is you're going to get, by coming to DEF CON 1, you're going to get to see vendors from conventions in Washington State that don't attend conventions in Florida because it's far and expensive. You're going to get access to unbelievable art that you've never seen. Some of you are going to get access to some things you have seen, but for the most part, this is really bringing a whole fucking world of people together in one place. And we've done it with the best lineup we could possibly do it with. We've got amazing people coming in. We just showed the trailer. We're going to show it again here a couple more times, just so you get it all down.
Why don't you do that now and do me a favor? Look at the private chat, and I'm going to go play that now. I think. Hold on. We all know who to blame.
Boom.
Boom.
So
Let's touch base on that again, though, because not only are you going to be a part of something that we're assuming has never been done before, this is going to be, okay, first of all, it's going to be private. So nobody's going to have access to this until the whole con is over. So you guys are going to be the only ones that are going to be able to see this live. So whether you're participating or not, if you have that ticket, you're able to see everything that's going on in real time.
yeah.
Second is after the con is over, it's all going to be uploaded to YouTube,
Somewhere.
Facebook, and a veil. You're going to be immortalized.
That's
Having
a good
your
point. Yeah, you know, I mean, this is going to be
celebrity.
something. Yeah. This is going to be something that's going to hopefully make some history and get some real eyeballs on it out there, folks. So we need some real eyeballs on it here now. We need some people to help us get the word out. We need to sell these tickets out. Basically, we need this thing to be the biggest success we can possibly make it. This is how we've decided to set it up for a lot of reasons. The most important of which being the proceeds are going to go toward helping us get the veterans compound off the ground, and obviously covering our own costs of having that are associated with doing this thing. So there you go. It does not get any easier. It does not get any better. It does not get any cooler. Corey, you're right. Having a one-on-one with a person you idolize, that's fucking cool as shit. And like Joe said, once it's all said and done, it's going to go up on our Avail channel. It's going to be across Apple TV, Fire TV, Roku, anywhere you can get the Avail app, which means, you know, you go on and you have a 2-minute chat with Kane Hodder, and that's going to live somewhere forever where people can watch it, and that's going to be really cool. So the important thing to bring up there is if you do get a ticket and you do get on screen with somebody that you idolize or a celebrity that you want to talk to, be classy. You know, this is going to be something that's going to live forever. Don't be a dick. You know, the number one rule of the Indie Brigade is don't be a dick, right? And the number one rule in the vendor groups is don't be an asshole. They're very simple, but they're very simple rules, but they seem to be confusing sometimes. So I feel I need to say that if you're going to spend the money and do this, don't be like, well, I spent the money, I'm going to be an asshole. Nobody wants to see that once it's out there for the world. And you know what? I promise you, it will live out there forever. And so, you know, you don't want like a couple years down the road to be like, oh yeah, let me show you this thing, talking to your friends, be like, let me show you this funny thing I did. And then your friends watch it and they're like, man, you're a dick. You don't want that. Be polite, be classy.
Power of editing also, if need be.
You know, like just, well, yeah, or not, you know, but I mean, the point is like, just don't be a dick, be classy, be polite. And just, you know, be cool, because this whole thing is cool and everybody involved who is doing it is fucking cool. And they're doing it because we all believe in the same thing. We believe in our community. We believe in artists. Fanboy and fangirl all you want, Ron. Just don't be an asshole. That's it. You know, it's simple. Hey, it's Lance.
About time, slacker. No, we know Lance is working.
Yeah. Exactly. Have manners, Scott. You know what I mean? It's not that hard. You know, you don't want people walking up to you at your job and being a dick.
I'm trying to keep up with all the comments now, so they're going too fast.
What up, Damon?
Amen. Hey, Damon.
So that's it. You know, it's very cool. We're just going to hang out here for a while tonight, and talk about this thing, talk about the DEF CON. We're going to beat it into your brains because I don't think anybody's ever done anything like this before. I've never seen it. We've got a fantastic lineup of folks who have come out to help support the cause, help us raise a little bit of money to get the Veterans Compound off the ground, and help support indie artists and indie vendors. I mean, the whole thing is really about that on a very deep level. The entire thing is designed to help people who have been, you know, fucked out of revenue by canceled conventions. Plain and simple. That was the statement that birthed the DEF CON 1. You know,
this past week, touching on that, if I may, I'm sorry, I got to interrupt. This past week, people actually drove to conventions, vendors,
Yeah.
and they had their hotel rooms. They purchased their hotel rooms, and they were turned away.
Mm-hmm.
Early this week, late last week.
Yeah.
Without any notice.
Yeah. And some I heard weren't getting refunds and some were. So, you know, I mean, it's everybody's getting fucked by the conventions, period. Our vendor tables and our vendor listings, they're free. There's no setup fee. There's no extra $10 for electricity at your booth. There's no, extra this money for a tablecloth. There's none of that shit. You sign up. It's easy to sign up. I don't think I've said this yet. If you're a vendor and you want to sign up, go to the Romero Pictures Indie Brigade Facebook page and send us a message there. We are funneling all of the vendor requests through that page. When you send us a message on the Indie Brigade Facebook page, you will get a response that will have a link to the vendor group and a list of guidelines for posting. It is easy all day. All you have to do is make sure that you put your best foot forward. Our vendor tables link directly out to your online sales mechanism. We don't try to jump in the middle. We don't ask you for anything for the listing. We don't ask you for anything else. Ever. Nobody from Romero Pictures or Indie Brigade will ever ask you for a dime from any of your sales. And in fact, just to sweeten the deal and prove how much we love the fucking cause, we're actually going to include our vendor listing, the Indie Brigade DEFCON 1 vendor listing. We're going to include it in our own advertising and marketing and promotional spends moving forward. So that means a portion of every dollar that we spend to promote ourselves or the Indie Brigade will be dedicated to promoting our vendor listing. It doesn't get any easier than this. We're trying to help. That's all.
Right. We're going to do some shout outs now. I mean, again, Lance is like all over the place. We got Chuck Nasty in the house.
Chuck Nasty, what's up? If you haven't tuned into the Nasty Nation on Romero Pictures Indie Brigade Podcast Network, make sure you check it out. Chuck Daniels is an awesome guy, phenomenal musician, great band, Bastard Sons of Judas Goat. You can check them out on Bandcamp and some other places, but I don't remember all of them. So check him out, Bastard Sons of Judas Goat, and listen to the Nasty Nation with Chuck Nasty. It's a phenomenal time for your ears. Elena, this is going to be a fun time. You've done other conventions with some of the guests, wonderful, intelligent group of it, right? This is what I'm saying. We've got a great lineup. The people who have dedicated some of their time from quarantine to this believe in what we're trying to do. They're not doing it for any other. They're doing it because they believe in what we're trying to do. They're trying to help the artists as much as we are. They want to know that we're all in this together. Everybody has everybody's support. This is a beautiful thing. It's designed with love. It's designed to fucking help. There you go.
And I mean, you could tell how dedicated they are. We've got these people within a week.
In 6 days. They pulled this entire thing together in 6 days.
So, Lauren.
What up, man? How you doing?
So it just shows you how much they all believe in it and how much they appreciate it. It was no easy feat either. And it was poor George here. I think it was 20-hour days.
Go full screen. I'll be back in a minute. I need some more coffee. If you're going to talk about how hard this was, then you go. I don't do well around that stuff. So you just talk for 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. Aha.
George is taking his ball and he's going home. I kid. Well, Lance is saying he finally got the Dark Military. That is for Lauren. This is great. You guys are awesome. Appreciate that, Damon. And they jumped on board quickly. They did, and it, at an impressive rate. And usually, you wait 3, 4, 5 days just to hear back from somebody. And if you guys haven't seen the panels that we're having, Texas Chainsaw panel, we're going to have a Terrifier panel. Come on, who doesn't love Art the Clown? Some of the celebrities that we're having, it's unbelievable. I just noticed, Joe, you are a Superman fan. Who's your Superman? Well, of course you are, Ron. No, I'm kidding. But yes, I'm a major Superman fan. I was a collector at one point, but then I got married and I got slapped on the wrist. George Coffee Romero. Yeah, he's got an addiction. Terry, absolutely right. Blair Witch panel. That's going to be exciting. Oh, wait a second. What is Sam saying? I have to get real clothes on. Oh, if I don't know what that's pertaining to. But anyway, let's do this. What the hell's... I think I broke it. Damn it.
Oh, damn.
No, I don't like that. There we go.
Hey. All right.
Well,
I got more
thanks for
coffee.
that. That's not a coffee mug. I remember that cup from the other night. We won't go there.
Oh, man. It has been a crazy week pulling this thing together. What did I miss?
I don't know. I think it's getting a bit nipply in here.
That was bad. Man, if y'all knew what I had to endure. Anyway,
You loved every second of it.
What are we talking about? Where are we?
We're
Get me
talking
back on track.
about.
Go.
All right. Let's see. Can we do like a breakdown with that
Play
there?
button
Let's.
It's working. I'm trying to press the play button. It's not working.
Well, that's because you don't have the option. I just want to see where I can pause. Okay. Damn it. That's not a good spot. All right. So this guy, what was he in? The Goonies?
Boom. We know everybody out there is a fan of Kane's. We know that a lot of people are out there are going to be disappointed that they have missed out on Kane at some of these canceled conventions. Well, guess what? Now you don't have to.
But it's first come, first serve. He is only, all our guests are available for 30 minutes.
That's true.
And so how does it work, George? When you buy the ticket, you put somebody's name in
a drop-down list of all of our guests' names, and you buy your ticket. It is first come, first serve, and there is an inventory on the website. So when they're out, they're out. The idea is that your ticket with your celebrity name will get you a 1 to 2 minute online live chat with selected celebrity. That's as easy as I could figure out how to make it. If somebody's got an easier idea, fucking tell me.
Seriously, this is kind of like the first time this has been done, so it's all new.
Yeah, it's all new, and we're figuring it out. If anybody has a better idea, let me know. We'll do it next time. Look at this panel. We've got a Terrifier panel. Look at all the people who are going to be in the Terrifier panel. Look at this. We got Philip. We got Damien. We got David Howard Thornton. We got Michael and Jason Levy. This is the 29th Sunday. I can't. You paused it at weird, so I can't read the time. 8 p.m. 8 p.m.
Oh, what the hell? See what you made me do?
God. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Terrifier panel. Fuck yeah. Michael Berryman. Everybody knows Michael Berryman. Everybody's a fan of Michael Berryman. Get your ass out. Buy a ticket to come and talk to Michael Berryman for a couple of minutes. Texas Chainsaw Massacre panel. What? Joe, you pulled this guy together. You want to talk about it?
John Dugan was Grandpa in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You got Dan Yeager from Texas Chainsaw 3D and Tyler Shea Cohn from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm drawing a blank. The new generation. So, just hanging out with those guys talking Texas Chainsaw. Come on.
Right?
Oh, here. Forget about it.
Dear friend of mine, Linnea Quigley. Everybody loves her. Everybody knows her. just a sweetheart, and she's agreed to come and be part of this too because she wants everybody to know that she's in this with y'all. So get yourself a Linnea Quigley ticket. This is the Blair Witch panel. Matt Blasi is going to be moderating. He has arranged for the guests for this one. They're not on there deliberately, but this is going to be an amazingly cool fucking panel about the original Blair Witch Project. Matt Blasi is the author of 8 Days in the Woods. So I guess we'll say those are going to be surprise guests, right? Those are going to be surprise guests. But he wrote the definitive book on it. And if anybody can pull an amazing list of people that I know who's on the list, but it's, you know, it's going to be a fucking phenomenal panel. And that's going to be at night.
Think about what Texas Chainsaw did for independent horror, and then Blair Witch came around 20 years later, 25, I don't know exactly, but and then boom, they did the same thing again. So records.
Jan.
Love Jan.
I love Jan too, man. He's coming on board. He's going to be here at 6:30 p.m. March 28th Eastern Standard Time. Jan is awesome. If you haven't seen Jan on our show or got to spend any time with Jan anywhere at conventions or in interviews or podcasts, you're missing out. He's fucking awesome, and he's a badass for doing this with us.
George, you're going to be in this one.
I am. This is with Krista Saxon. She is the executive producer of Nation's Fire, which, you know, she has developed a whole way of talking about the business of indie film that people are in love with. So she and I are going to sit down and talk about some harsh realities about indie producing, and it's going to be a very, very cool panel. Scott Schaffo. If anybody watched David Madison's The End of the Night last week, Scott was on there with him. Scott is awesome. He's a fine composer, fine musician. He's known for Clerks and Comic Book Men. He's a great guy. If you have a chance to buy a ticket with his name on it, hop on screen with him. I guarantee you will have a couple of minutes of one of the best conversations of your life.
Talk about Chuli's gum.
Terry Gerald, or as we like to call him, the Romero Pictures Indie Brigade Drone Jesus. The Drone Cab is doing a full-on 1-hour drone demo. Terry already talked about this. Frame your shot, fly your frame. That's going to be at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on March 29th, which is Sunday. If you got a drone, thinking about getting a drone, are a filmmaker, want to think about some outlaw shit and how to use a drone right quick, fast, and in a hurry, think of this demo as sort of your quick start guide, as led by Terry Gerald and the Romero Pictures Indie Brigade Drone Cab. You're going to get some amazing stuff out of it. Ernie O'Donnell. Yeah. Ernie O'Donnell from Chasing Amy and 100 Acres of Hell, also a dear friend of the brigade and a phenomenal guy. March 28th, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, if you get a chance to get a ticket with Ernie's name on it, do it. It will be an awesome conversation. I've had some phenomenal conversations with that guy, and I love him to death. And I'm so proud he's a fan and a friend of the brigade.
And he's making short films and everything.
He's doing a lot.
Did we freeze?
Yeah.
No, that's not good.
I think we're back.
Are we good now?
I think
we're back.
Amelia Kincaid. I was told Amelia went live yesterday and had some great messages for her fans. I did not get to tune into that. I was busy with planning the DEF CON 1. But Amelia Kincaid from Night of the Demons 1, 2, and 3 will be spending 30 minutes with some fans, some lucky fans who select her name when they buy their tickets at romeropictures.com. So get your ticket, get on camera, get on screen, and talk to Amelia for a couple of minutes.
This is a big one.
Boom. This is epic. Look at this. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, come on. Circus of the Dead. I think we have the Wagners to thank for this. Billy Pond, Bill Burst Jr., who was Papa Corn in that. Parrish Randall, Donald John. see, no, I can't read. I need cheaters. Jesus
Donald
Christ,
Johnson played Donald Johnson. Chanel Ryan,
Okay.
Tiffany Johnson, Roger Edwards played TC, and Rusty Edwards played Mr. Blister.
All right, well, make it sound easy. Screw
Good
you.
job, Joe.
Yeah, okay.
Joe Castro, this was one of the most exciting ones for me too. When Joe
We
and I
love
got
Joe.
on the phone and talked about this, for those of you who don't know Joe Castro, you need to learn you some Joe Castro. For those of you who do know Joe Castro, you know exactly how fucking lucky we are to have him. He is doing a live, that should say demo. He's doing a live demo on Sunday, March 29th at 5:30 p.m. He's going to literally do a demo and teach you some of what's in his fucking brain when it comes to effects. Like, do you have any idea how lucky you are, like, to get a one-on-one with this guy? Like, that's basically, that's you show up, you watch the demo, and you learn some shit from a genius like this guy. So, I mean, it's just getting better and better. Christine Elise, wonderful fan of the brigade. She actually did one of our very first shout outs before we ever did our first episode, wishing us good luck. We love her. We love that she loves us. And man, we are so proud to have her be part of this. She wanted to get involved too, because of as I'm telling you, as soon as everybody heard we're trying to help everybody out who's getting screwed by the convention circuit, man, we pulled this thing together in 6 days. Are you believing what we've pulled together in 6 days? I kind of am not.
No.
I was living it, so it's like I'm looking at it now and I'm like, wow, wow, man, wow.
Wait, do I remember? No, oh yeah. Child's Play 2. Come on. Major role in Child's Play 2. Beverly Hills 90210. The
ER.
Original and the older, not a reboot. I don't know how to say it, but she's also an ER and so much more. She's an author and really cool lady that will definitely speak her mind. Be careful what you ask.
Alistair Duncan, if you're a gamer.
Oh, shit. Shut up, George.
Sorry, Alistair. Alistair Duncan, if you're a gamer, if you're a fan of games, video games, gaming, you like to game. I know a lot of us like to play video games. You will know Alistair, probably mostly from God of War and Call of Duty Modern Warfare. This fucking guy is all over video games, and he's amazing. Everybody knows him from them, and he is a wonderful guy. And when he heard about what we were trying to do for the conventions, or with the convention for people who lost out due to canceled conventions, he was very excited to be a part of it too. So I'm thrilled and lucky and grateful that we have him as well joining us. So we're crossing everything. We're not just horror. We're indie. We're video games. If you're a fan, you got to get a ticket. Kevin Van Henterick. Everybody knows him from Basket Case 1, 2, and 3. Basket Case, everybody, if you're a horror fan, you've got an opinion on Basket Case. If you're a true horror fan, you probably love Basket Case because they were fun as hell. We've got Kevin. He was very excited to be part of things as soon as he saw and heard what we were working on and what we're trying to do to help the community. So go and get your Kevin ticket. Santiago Cirillo, veteran, very excited. People will know him from The Walking Dead, Paranormal Chasers. He's got a list of credits as long as my arm, and he's a phenomenal guy. He's a veteran, and he's very down to be a part of this thing to help indie artists and to help us raise a little bit of money toward the Veterans Compound startup. So again, very lucky and honored to have this guy joining us. Are you guys believing this panel? I know when you watch the trailer, it's really fucking cool and everything, but like as we're breaking it down like this, I never even looked at it. I never even looked at it like this, like we're doing right now, and I'm just kind of literally blown myself away right now. So
6 days, and all these people involved.
David Howard Thornton, Terrifier. Boom.
Art the Clown in the house.
R.A. Mihalov. Leatherface at Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. That's right. We've got Texas Chainsaw Massacre repping both days. We're very lucky to have R.A. If you guys haven't like clicked in an open browser or gone to a different window and started getting your tickets yet, I don't know what's wrong with you. You're literally going to miss out on all this shit because yes, you need an internet connection, but you also need a ticket to be part of it.
I know that guy.
My friend and brother, Mr. Richard Grieco, will be joining us as well. That's March 28th, Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He was literally one of the first people I called when we had this idea, and he just said, "I love it. I'm in." So I know if you've been following the Indie Brigade, you've seen Grieco and me talk a little bit. He's a wonderful guy, a friend and brother. He's a friend when the chips are down, and I love him. And he's going to give us some time too, because he believes in what we're trying to do, and all that other shit. So
I think I'm going to buy a ticket, and I am going to ask him, what is the most embarrassing story you have about George?
You could do that, except that falls under the "don't be a dick" policy.
Shit. All right, fair enough. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. It is March 28th and March 29th. Our guests are on March 28th, and panels / what did you call them?
Demos.
Demos, thank you, on March 29th. And wait for it. What the? Okay, let's get out of that. That didn't work out well. You still there?
Yeah.
You look grumpy. Okay.
I'm not grumpy. I'm just dude. I'm getting all kinds of this thing is blowing me up.
Oh wow! I missed all these messages weren't coming through when I was playing that. All the comments.
Right? It's crazy.
Wow. Why didn't that go through when I was playing that? That's really strange. I'm a little disappointed. And I just heard another ding. Damn.
Right? This is going crazy.
Yeah, and all that time I was playing that, I thought like nothing was happening. And for $20, what? Yeah, definitely an amazing weekend. Thank you very much, Terry. I'm looking at Santiago is amazing artist in all areas. Also has helped with our Dare to Be Different campaign and Toxic Tutu. Toxic Tutu, I recognize that name.
Elena knows.
We're going to hear about that more.
Elaine is very cool. She knows everybody. She's badass. So
I need to know Elaine. Okay. Kevin, super nice guy.
Ryan, what's up? Fired. Josie. Ryan just jumped in and fired you.
Ryan who?
Ryan's a good buddy of mine.
I saw a gamer here. Damn it. I get fired daily, so it really doesn't matter.
Daily, I fire you like I just text you sometimes just to fire you.
What the hell is Terrifier? Lauren has actually been on the set of Terrifier too. So Lauren's
he's a
right
fun
on.
motherfucker.
Holy crap. How long did that video go on for? And as
well, we talked for a few minutes about it. We've been streaming for an hour and 14 minutes so far.
Damn it.
ROMERO Pictures Indie Brigade special report with me, your host, George C. Romero, and my ever faithful and amazing producer, Mr. Joe Ridgely.
Well, thank you.
Talking about DEF CON 1 coming up this weekend.
This is one to touch on.
Corey, thank you, man. Yeah, we really did. We pulled it in 6 days. We pulled this thing together, man. Now we just need everybody. We need the entire brigade to rally behind it. Share it. Buy your tickets. Get involved. You cannot get in during the event without a ticket, period.
It is going to be in a private group. The only way to get in and participate.
So we made it as cheap as we possibly could. $20 gets you a 2-day pass. $30 gets you a 2-day pass and a cool mug. So I mean, it's fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah is right.
Sorry, took that down too soon.
Ryan, thanks, brother. I'm really proud of this, man. This is something I'm super proud of. I'm proud that we pulled this together. Blair Witch Project. It did change the horror game. It really did. It there were other found footage films out there. Actually, my dad did one of the earliest found footage films with Diary, and here's an indie story for y'all, real quick. He did Diary of the Dead, and they launched. I think it was whoever put out. Was it Sony that did Cloverfield? They put out Cloverfield the same opening weekend as Diary. So there was no when we'll talk about this one of these days. But when you're doing your distribution, if you are trying to do theatrical and you go up against something like big studio dollars, you're gonna lose when it comes to the box office. And Diary of the Dead was proof of that. I thought Diary of the Dead was great, and then we had this little film come out of nowhere called Blair Witch Project, and man, it was a game changer. It brought the found footage concept into the true indie world. And I mean, just think about how many found footage films you've seen since then. It's one of the easiest creative concepts that you can do as a filmmaker. The big problem is when you deal with the world of mainstream sales and distribution channels, they tell you things like, oh, well, the found footage market's just flooded right now and blah, 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 blah. So what? Make your shit, put it out. There's a million ways to put it out nowadays. You'll never get better if you don't start somewhere. So
Damon saying George is in it too. Well, George is going to be on a panel. Yes, absolutely. And it's going to be a great panel. It's going to be pertaining to indie productions. No?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be all about basically producing films as an indie producer, going up against all the shit that we go up against. It's not going to be like an episode where of the Indie Brigade. It's just going to be me and Krista just talking back and forth just about that. So it's going to be pretty cool.
I got to moderate that one. Maybe. Well, I'm looking.
Ryan, get you a coffee mug, man. Go get you a coffee mug ticket. If you don't want to be on camera with any of the celebs, just get that silent pass, which I mentioned earlier. We added that in. If you don't want to be on camera with anybody, just get you a silent pass. You get the commemorative coffee mug, and you get to be there in real time live with us for 2 days straight.
Sean's in the house.
Sean Smithson, what's up? How's it going? Smithson Creations actually sponsors Ian's blog, The Devil is Into Details. And Sean is working on some very cool projects for the Indie Brigade and to help raise funds for the Veterans Compound, including a series of Zippo lighters and some other cool products that he and I are working the details out on. So very excited about that. He's also probably one of the most nicest guys that I've ever met. And I'm really proud of him because since he got involved with the Indie Brigade, he's actually started writing his first horror film. And he's kind of transparent about the process. And man, I respect the shit out of him for that, because I remember when I started, I didn't even want to let anybody read my script in a room with a light. You know what I mean? Like when I first started writing. So, but you get past that. And that's one of the things I'm here to help people get past is to put their shit into the world one way or another. So
I have no idea.
I don't know. That's, you know what? Get you a ticket and ask him. Tickets available at RomeroPictures.com.
All right. And Darkness Waits.
Let's do trailer voices. You want to do a trailer voice? Let me hear your trailer voice, Joe. Movie
I don't
trailer.
know.
Romero Pictures Indie Brigade. Good job. All right, never mind. Bad idea.
You've reached Movie Phone. How can I help you? No, fucking no idea, man. Trailer Boys.
In a world.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the George times.
And that's why Joe doesn't do the voiceover for our trailer.
Yeah, I have nothing. I got it. You know. So we got Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, man.
Those guys are phenomenal. And I just got to post that again. I mean, literally, if you don't want the mug and you want the weekend pass, it's $20.
Yeah, $20 gets you in for both days, all day. You get to pick a celebrity for day one. You get to be part of all 7 panels on day 2. $20, like, you know, and you know what else sucks about going to real world conventions? Like, you know, how the panels all work, right? And you're out there in line to talk to somebody or something like that, and the panel starts and you can't get into it, or it fills up and you can't get in, or there, you know, things overlap. There's none of that with the DEF CON. You just get your ticket and show up. All you need is a device with a screen, an internet connection, and a ticket.
Damon, I used to like you.
Richly.
Corey's going to be there. All right, I'm looking. Okay. So that, well, hell, everything just jumped on me for some reason. The comments.
What the hell's going on? Did you not reset your router before this exercise?
Well, me and my family called it. Oh no, never mind.
What are you doing?
That's what I was looking for. Really?
Yeah. Ryan, fucking fired, Joe. Joe. That's right, Ryan. I say that like 1,000 times a day. This fucking guy right here. Blame Joe. It's one of my best friends. And
all right. I'm trying to skim through these, and Ryan, thank you for sharing it. We greatly appreciate that. Love what you're doing. Well, love what you all are doing. Blows my mind. Well, this is why I don't read this shit either. Go ahead.
Love what you all are doing. Blows my mind what you all have done in 6 days. Killer lineup. Ryan, thank you so much, brother. That means the world to me coming from you. Ryan's a very good guy, one of my dear friends. And we're working on a very cool project together, too. So I'll be talking about that sometime during season 3, I'm sure. So stay tuned. Very cool. And there will be some content around that project as well. Yeah.
Wait a minute, let me tell you, he's starting to get on my last nerve. No, I'm kidding. I have my mug in the cabinet. I use my mug for coffee.
No, he doesn't.
No, I don't.
Man.
Oh, Peter Angel from My Indie. Silent but deadly. We love Peter and My Indie.
It was originally called the Silent Movie Pass, Peter. You know, maybe you and I could brainstorm over some sexy engagement terms to use, like marketing buzzwords we could use. That'd be good.
Well, My Indie is going to have a table at a vendor table.
Oh, that's right. My Indie did sign up. My Indie is they're about to launch an online store, which is going to be, if they haven't launched it already, it's going to be launched by the time the DEF CON rolls around. So that's super fucking cool. And hopefully we'll be one of the first places that you'll be able to find their store, other than obviously their own place. But if you don't know about them and you're learning about them from us, then just go to their place. But if you, whatever, you all understand what I'm trying to say.
My Indie Productions.
Much in 6 days. I've been very, very fucking busy.
Look at this asshole.
It's not like I'm out there turning pens or anything like you. What's up, Scott? Love you, pal.
We love Scott Lake.
Happy you're here, pal.
Kill it, Hick voice. Got one, Scott.
Let's see. Peter Angel will launch just in time for DEF CON. Look at that. I'm ahead of you on comments too. Damn, Joe.
Well,
I'm on top of my shit.
I got to scroll through them and make sure I'm not missing anything.
I'm on top of my shit.
Wait, no, bullshit. Read my mind.
Squirrel? Ron Purdy. Ron actually has a table in there as well. Ron's going to be a vendor. So check him out as well. Yeah, Scott. Yeah. We've heard that about you. We've heard that about you, Scott.
All right. I think we're going on an hour and a half.
She's like the spelling police. She's like the protocol police.
Where'd she go?
Protocol.
There she is. All right. You know, they've been patient with us. I'm bringing Sam and Terry on again just to say goodnight.
Hey, hurry, come here.
Oh, hey, hurry, come here. Oh, Lance must be there. Hey, Lance, how do you describe... Oh, he can't hear you.
Hey, look at that. It's Lance Wagner. It's the other half.
Grab yours. Right there behind you. Right there. Turn around. Right
oh, my God. Okay.
Lance is gone. Terry, what's up? You're muted. Boom.
You can't blame me for that shit. He muted himself.
And it's not coming back. Nope, we don't have you, Terry. Man.
No audio, man. Terry. Audio, Terry. Terry, audio. The world is a vampire. Oh, no. Sent to J. No, we're going to get a YouTube strike for that. Never mind.
Nope.
Invaded. All right, let's drop him down and bring him back up. Hey, Terry, speak. Yep. Nope. It was great seeing you, brother. Wait, are you there? Yeah. Nope. We got nothing. Sorry. Might have been that glitch earlier. May not be your fault. Maybe the program's fault. Sorry. We'll catch you Sunday.
See you, buddy.
And a new episode on Thursday.
Yep. Boom. Look at that.
All right. These two kids. Lance, I got a bone to pick with you.
Yes, Rusty. I mean, Joe. Yes. I'm waiting.
Well, Lance,
look how red he just got. Lance, you win. You just turned him almost as red as I turned him.
Yeah, he's not going to admit it.
Lance is a bit nipply out.
Hey, man, I could not unsee that, Joe.
MVP for life. That's all I got to
say. For life. He still has no idea what that means.
Hi, Peter.
Something about a triangle that I don't want to be involved with.
Just the triangle. It's nothing. Where's your head? I was always in the gutter.
Yeah, it's always fucking weird.
Gutter. Oh, dude, I got that picture that I posted the other night with the circle, so I could pull that up.
Dude, I was dressed. I was completely dressed. I'm trying to show my sphincter on the internet. Come on, dude.
That wasn't me. That was all you, brother.
The Indie Brigade is a very close family, for anybody wondering. We're all very close.
Oh, you guys have to realize we work around the clock together. We are always IMing, DMing, PMing. I don't know. Lance is PMSing.
Really?
Okay, Lauren, first of all.
Yes, Lauren.
I used to like you, Lauren.
I love you, Lauren. I finally got to finish this movie. Everybody's in the dark military.
That's not what I'm trying to click. All right. Anyway, so we're going to do this one more.
Can you screen capture that for me?
Joe can.
Screen capture what?
Joe Rusty. I love it.
All right, everybody. So Why don't you guys talk about tomorrow night's episode?
Good.
Look at that.
You talked already?
Yeah, go.
Oh, when I was at work?
Well, yeah, she got way more viewers than you did.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have Bloody Bill tomorrow, and I cannot wait. We are so excited. Any chance to visit with him is always awesome, and he brings the fun. We love Billy Pawn. And see Circus of the Dead before tomorrow night, everybody. She'll have questions for him. Yeah.
And Enemy.
Huh?
And Enemy.
And Enemy. That's the movie we watched.
Do you guys, are you sure you want to bring up Enemy, or do you just want to talk to Billy? Well, no, I guess we're having a panel on Circus of the Dead on Sunday, so yeah, you're in the right train of mind.
Joe, you said we're having a panel on Circus of the Dead on Sunday. What is that about? What's that going to be?
Is that what I said? I don't know. I thought we were. Well,
what's that part
Squirrel?
I said in the comments a few times, but we have our tickets.
Yeah, I know you guys do.
And got our mug. We got our mug.
Well,
We got two.
as I
Leading
mentioned,
by example.
We got 2.
Hell yeah! And
Two?
I believe they
You
shipped
got
out
two?
today. I actually believe they shipped today, so you guys should have them in plenty of time.
Yes.
Yes, Lance was wearing pants. He checked carefully.
When I busted my ass. Yeah.
I don't know. There was a gaping gap.
There was no gaping gap. It was short. Thank you, Scott. I'm
Got a
shocked
question for you guys from Peter.
What is it?
What is it?
Yes. Killer movie.
We don't know how to say
Peter,
his
ask
last
questions
name.
tomorrow night.
Listen to
Give him hell.
we tried to find how to say his last name, and we got like 8,000 variations
Villeneuve.
of his last name.
Villeneuve, I believe.
Maybe we should just bring some people up here and they can argue. Just bring people in from the group and have everybody say
Hey
it.
Terry, do you know how to pronounce that? Yeah, you're still not working. All right. I tried. He exited out and came back in.
Drone Jesus is not
I tried,
happy.
brother.
And he's
Are
like
you on an
super
iPhone right now?
technically sound.
He's probably on an iPad.
Oh,
That'll
okay.
teach you.
Yep, fruit stuff. All right.
Ty- His
Oh,
favorite
yay!
Itai's favorite film.
I love it.
I want to
do-
know his
I
interpretation
love
of
it.
it.
Yeah, we
then.
want to make sure you tune in. We want to hear what you have to say about it.
Itai's interpretation of it is actually an interpretive dance that he does to the film.
Yes, even more reason.
which Terry is going to do right now.
Terry can do interpretive dance. Yes. Poor guy. Don't gang signs. Yeah.
Oh, and there's Peter Terry the mute. And Terry's a good sport about it too. So,
That's so awesome.
all right, I think it's time to say good night. Is that sign language for good night? I don't know what. No, that was last night.
Oh, Rusty. Dog it. Here we go.
All right. Do we want to touch on some details again, or have we touched on everything? Are we good?
We got a line
Terry,
up.
unfortunately, I'm going to drop you out unless you're going to do interpretive dance.
Ron, I do.
No?
Everybody.
All right.
Terry is the
Good
new
night, Terry.
Nell.
We appreciate you sticking by.
Terry's the new Nell.
All right.
You're the drone.
You're the drone. That's awesome. Is that like the robot?
it'll
Impellers.
involve
Get
impellers.
them impellers out.
They get involved.
Oh, come on, Peter. There's no sign for that. That's the universal sign of life.
I think George did it.
I love Peter.
Blame Joe.
Joe and Silent Terry.
So
Wow.
you know what, Terry was just demonstrating the silent pass for the DEF CON. That's what it's. If you buy the silent pass for DEF CON, that's basically what it's going to be like. You're not going to be. Nobody's going to be able to hear you. Because it's a silent pass.
Gotcha.
Man, I'm tired.
Poor George.
It's all good.
Next week you can rest.
Yeah, I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Well, you're not dying next week though.
No. No.
You don't have our permission.
I'm still coronavirus negative.
Good job socially distancing.
Thanks.
You missed at the beginning. He said he went roaming the streets.
Yeah, but
George,
then
send me your info so I can get life insurance on you.
huh?
Rusty, always looking for that angle, isn't he?
You want me to sign what?
It's an autograph, I swear.
Rusty Ridgely.
All right. O is late Wagner.
I was at work. We have to keep
What work?
Bring Terry back. He makes me laugh. Right.
Uh-oh. Terry, are you there?
He gone.
Terry?
Oh, Terry's gone.
Practicing the drone.
Terry. Wait, he's doing multiple devices.
There he
here.
is.
Hello?
The new hot dance of DEFCON 1.
Oh, wait, I think I heard him.
Did you just say hello?
What?
Oh, Terry!
Yes.
Yeah.
The show must go on.
I can't believe you all fell for that mute thing. That's hilarious. I just
Got him.
couldn't let it go on any longer. I was about tears were coming out of my eyes.
That's
You
awesome.
really
You have to move up closer to the microphone, Terry.
you hear
Oh,
me?
now you're muted.
Is it?
He's doing it on purpose.
Breaking up.
Terry, I
Godzilla.
just wanna know, are you laying in bed right now?
Glitchy.
Terry, are you
Yes.
laying in bed right now?
Kind of.
Lucky ass.
You know,
I'll still have to get up and pee even when I'm in eternal rest. Yeah,
that kind of
I'm
caught me
right
off
there
guard.
too. Terry, we had some requests for you to do things like design a dance called the drone and then perform it,
You know, I could do that. I'll have to work on it a little bit.
like something interpretive.
Well, yeah, I've been bouncing some choreography around for a while, so this gives me some motivation. There's an audience for it.
Yeah, you got to get that synth wave kind of thing.
Hell
to it
yeah.
Also.
Yeah, sprockets.
There you go.
You can use your arms as impellers.
Well, see, that's the thing. You know, you got to get the impeller thing just right.
I was thinking more of a tassel. You know, could be a
yeah.
good
That's hot.
That's
On
Joe's.
Joe's nipples.
Oh, no,
Sort of like a-
see my last video on tassels.
sort of like a backwards limbo move, maybe with some tassels.
Yeah, it's really tricky, and you know, you got to check the wind and all that before you get into it. But yeah, Joe,
Terry, we could do a crossover. Impellers Unite.
Hmm.
yeah,
Sound like, yeah.
Wow,
Impellers.
way too long, man.
Man, Joe, that idea just fell straight.
yeah.
Just-
I'll
That idea just belly flopped right into the massive
I'll
pool.
write that down on a sticky note.
Whoa!
That escalated
Oh,
quickly.
Wow. Look, he's writing it down as we speak. Yeah, there he goes.
Joe, you got red again.
He's using that invisible ink.
Yeah,
And writing it in code.
Rusty is not happy. Rusty.
That way, if anybody finds the post-it note, they won't know what it's about.
Exactly.
They'll just think, "Hey, an empty post-it."
Rebecca was doing the Cabbage Patch the other day.
Yeah,
Remember that?
I do.
That's awesome. A lot of dance moves.
It was a bad night for everybody.
I can't leave you all alone for a minute.
No.
No, you weren't there. Actually, you
see
weren't
my
there.
rendition
I
of the
was not
Running
there.
Man.
And you know, actually, we for that we actually do blame Terry for that one because he wasn't there. So
Yeah. I
Yes.
mean, again, I just thought I could
You were
turn my
across
back.
county line trying to not get caught in a curfew.
Oh, yeah.
Did you make it home safely that night?
Oh, I did.
Oh, that's right. When they were recording on
Yeah,
Sunday,
I was
or
crossing
doing it
county
Sunday.
lines, and the curfew was breathing down my back. It was like a,
look at Ryan's comment.
yeah.
Quit talking, you. That's awesome. Talk on your videos.
Oh, hey!
What?
Terry, read that for me. Read it.
Scott Lake.
Scott Lake.
Read the rest.
It says blame Joe. He just spelled Joe wrong.
Yeah. That's why it didn't make any sense. It looked like a foreign language.
Yeah.
We got to get Terry like earbuds with a mic.
Yeah.
They're just not in the bed.
Not,
Yeah, I'm just like, on the convenience mode tonight.
Terry, we don't want to know if you have shorts on.
Yes. Everything.
I don't know. It depends on if he trips over a bone or not.
So you'll have to buy a ticket and find out in the panel on Sunday.
That's right.
That's going to be a big reveal. A big reveal.
All that.
Oh,
All right, I think we got to be done because two signs of us being done.
Let's call it.
That
Just
and
got my voice back.
24 ounces on an 8-ounce platter. Gotta.
Everybody needs to get their tickets to DEF CON 1.
Like
Post haste.
Tweet.
Yeah,
Where
like
do we
it's
see
this
that?
weekend. It starts Saturday, so if you don't have a ticket, you can't get in.
The week is
It's
going to
simple.
fly by because nobody can do anything. We're all going to be stuck at the house. The
What
week
else are you
is
gonna do?
fly
I think Scott said this for Terry.
by. Oh, wow.
Okay,
Yes.
I mean, granted,
Yes,
he did correct it afterward, but it could have been meant for Terry.
That's my moment of happiness.
All right, everybody. One more
Uh,
time. One more time. Let's go through this one more time, shall we? What happens this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, March 28th to 29th?
DEF CON 1.
DEF CON 1.
Yes. What is DEF CON 1? It is an online-only fan and vendor convention with an amazing lineup. There is no gathering in a brick-and-mortar facility. There is no location to travel to when you're terrified of pandemic. You do not have to worry about gathering, touching, bumping, breathing, anything near other people because it's not a real-world fucking convention. It's on the internet, which is why it's called online fucking only.
And you don't have to get a babysitter to go.
No, you don't, but you do have to get a motherfucking ticket
Right.
at RomeroPictures.com. $20. $30 gets you a ticket and a mug. So,
No gas, no hotel. There's so much savings involved.
right?
And
And
Like
you know what's the best thing about this show? No Lauren.
Oh, Rusty.
Oh, wait.
Ouch.
I think Lauren
Joe.
is a surprise moderator, Joe.
Yes.
huh?
God, Joe
Love you,
is so
Lauren.
into Lauren.
Get your ticket. There's things we have not announced. We may or may not have one or two surprise guests. We'll find out this week. There will be some surprise moderators. I'm not saying David Lee Madison's going to pop in and moderate a panel or two, but I'm saying David Lee Madison's going to pop in and moderate a panel or two. Shit's going to go off this weekend. It's going to be fun as hell. And if you have fun hanging out with us, you don't want to miss this. It's really going to be cool. And you don't want to wait for the rebroadcast. You want to be part of the rebroadcast. And the only way to do that is to buy a fucking ticket and attend. So buy a ticket.
And pants are optional. Diapers are encouraged.
Very true.
We'll just
We're
go
talking about
4
8
hours.
hours. 4
Yeah,
hours,
yeah.
30-minute break, 4 hours.
Now,
Yeah.
mind you, I'm going to be the one doing all the camera work. So who's under pressure?
You need to get some Depends.
Stadium
I
power.
need to get like a Texas catheter and
Wow.
the stadium buddy, the whole 9 yards.
Rusty's going next level. Wow.
I think we need to put a counter up on the screen during DEF CON 1 that counts like how long it's been since Joe peed.
Oh no! If you see my face go like this,
There's so many things to say to that.
Don't make that face.
Ever, ever
first of
again.
all, that's not my O face. That's a totally different face.
That's a terrible, terrible face.
Sorry, guys.
Damn it!
So if someone's a huge Kane Hodder fan, they can ask Kane Hodder a question. That's how
Right.
it
It's
works.
okay. You got to understand this, and I'm not trying to say this to discourage anybody, but there's a limited. Kane is going to be. All our guests are going to be there for a half an hour.
Right.
So when you buy your ticket, you put in who you want. First come, first serve. That's basically what it is. We can't make any guarantees.
Gotcha.
So
time is of the essence.
the essence, absolutely.
You want to lock it in early.
I mean, no false advertising here. We got each guest for a half hour. They may run over a little, but that's what we're looking at, and we're grateful just for having them. So
Yeah, and the bottom line is that it's not like a real world convention where you can, sometimes they get hung up or they get cornered or anything like that. When they're done, they're done. We just like Joe drops people off the screen. He's going to be doing that. So they're
wow,
like that.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Remember,
it's going to happen that quickly. You're going to ask your question, and you're going to have a moment with that celebrity. We're going to get a screenshot. They're going to answer your question. But if you come slinging with like an hour and a half long question,
when you buy a ticket, know what you want to say, know who you want to talk to. Just have a general idea. Don't be a dick. Be polite. Keep it quick. That kind of thing. So.
that was an O-face, I believe. I never want to see that again.
I'll have what Joe's having. Wow, Peter, I thought we were buddies, man. Damn.
Peter, it takes a long time to train your liver that way.
Ryan, that's a good question. People can.
Wait, Sam. What liver? What liver?
It's cool.
Wait, we have a good question. Actually, this is a really good question. Yeah, you can buy extra minutes. You just have to buy multiple tickets. But you know what? If you're going to do that, you should buy a ticket for each celebrity you want to talk to. So, yes, the short answer is yes. DEFCON 1, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, Terry.
Lentils and germs.
Joe.
Now, wait a minute. Is Terry the one I used to like, or was it?
You actually remember when Terry first joined the brigade and like there was a feud between you guys?
Yes. I'm so glad we moved past that.
I know.
Really?
I don't know what you guys did to make up, but I'm happy you did.
Man.
Didn't they meet or something?
Terry was so sweet too. I remember that.
There was a lot of drinking involved.
Terry was really nice. Like he did,
and
he did a lot to help.
No,
people.
I had to convince him that I get to sleep on the left side.
What? Wow.
No.
Oh, we're on the wrong. Different subject. Sorry.
Good job. Zing.
Also, Terry is a great guy, and he's an asset to the brigade. So is Sam on the Wagner Wiles, and
God.
And George is doing a phenomenal job.
I should have worked overtime tonight. I tell you what.
All right, Lance, you're okay too.
Thank you, Rusty.
Who's your biggest pain in this group?
Who, me? Well, I can get the picture with the circle around. I'll show you.
That's me. That would be me.
Oh wait, I think he's talking about the other picture, George.
Oh. I wasn't talking about pictures. You asked who his biggest pain in the group was. That'd be me. Period.
Come on, Joe, hurry.
What are you doing?
I think he had a picture. He can't find it. Where is it?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading questions.
We were grabbing a picture. We were waiting.
No, we're not doing any pictures.
Lance's anus?
Yeah,
we've been at this for an hour and 49 minutes. I think we've made our point. People get it.
Yeah.
DEFCON 1 this weekend. Get a ticket or don't get in. Lance, it does. Lance, that's actually a compliment.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Maybe. You're welcome.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. Terry, you got a new episode of Drone Cav dropping Thursday. Lance and Samantha Wagner with the Wagner Wiles, brand new episode tomorrow night, and they're going live. That is just like we are now and just like we do with the Indie Brigade.
Y'all be
It'll
gentle.
live tomorrow with Billy Pond. Do not be gentle.
Do not.
Do not go gentle into that episode.
You can't with Billy. He's all out.
So tomorrow is going to be a hell of a lot of fun.
George, you introducing him?
Huh?
Are you introducing him, or are they introducing him?
Who?
Pon.
Why would I introduce Billy Pond on the Wagner Wiles?
Like you? Okay, never mind.
George, you
I'd
want
love to, but nobody's asked me to.
Yeah, you're more than
What-
Right.
insinuated.
I mean, it's kind of like a crossover live thing for.
It's our first live event. So
What time is that tomorrow night, guys?
That would be 11
y'all's
Eastern
time.
Standard Time,
10
All right.
Central Standard Time. You'll be awake.
Oh, he'll
Me?
be awake.
I'm probably still going to be awake.
Right.
Well, we'll probably go live again tomorrow night, maybe hopefully before you guys a little bit. So we're going to try to do a bunch of this stuff this week, talk about the DEF CON coming up. And then, so pay attention, listen up, get in the game. RomeroPictures.com to get your ticket. This weekend, Saturday.
All right, I'm going to drop them out, and it's just going to be you and I, George.
Bye.
Terry, I'm not going
Bye.
to drop you out first this time. I'm going to drop Lance and Sam out first. Sam, Lance, good night. We'll see you
Bye,
next
y'all.
time. Lance, anybody who wants an autographed picture of what I posted last night or the night before of Lance, just let me know. We'll hook you up.
My ass.
Bye. And it's that easy. Terry, so again, can you tell us the title of this week's episode?
This week's episode, this week I'm going to talk, I don't have the actual title yet, but it's going to revolve around the use of ND filters, which are neutral density filters, really important in drone photography for creating motion blur and getting the right cinematic look in your shot.
All right, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do also. We're going to start you with a couple of cocktails before you come on each episode, and we're going to have you have hand movements, hand gestures, and just
I can do that.
come out of your shell. It's going to happen.
We'll do it. Yeah, it's kind of hard on this little camera, so
Yeah.
I'll be on my
Well, I mean,
Man's
what we saw on the hub doesn't affect that.
yeah.
Terry,
Good
can't
night,
wait for your
Terry.
next episode. Can't wait for your demo, brother.
Sounds good. Looking forward to it.
All right, man.
All right,
See
man.
ya.
Ryan had one more
Okay, cool.
question. Can you buy autographs? Basically, what we're doing, Ryan, all of our guests who are participating on day one have their own online stores and mechanisms. We will be promoting their links to all of their stuff, just like we are with the vendor tables. So you'll be able to buy anything that our guests sell through their own mechanisms.
And there
With
may
your
be
ticket purchase,
exclusives.
you
I
actually
don't
get a
know.
screenshot of your time on screen. What?
I said
What?
there may be exclusives. We don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. This is a first. I think this is a first. Let's see what happens.
I guess we should go so George could get some sleep.
Yeah, like that's going to happen. Guys, thank you everybody
Seriously.
for tuning in tonight. This has been a lot of fun. I think we should maybe play that trailer, maybe full screen, maybe as our out. No? Why?
Glitch fucked it up.
I don't believe you.
All right, I can hunt for it if you give me a second. Ladies and gentlemen, George C. Romero.
All right, everybody. If you are not tired of hearing me say it, DEF CON 1 is this weekend. The Romero Pictures Indie Brigade has pulled together an amazing lineup of guests and panels. We've got 14 guests and 7 panels over a 2-day period. Join us. Go to RomeroPictures.com. Get a ticket. They're cheap. They're cool. This is hopefully actually the first of anything like this, which would be part of sort of like an historic thing. During the coronavirus, COVID-19 quarantine lockdown, we are shut in, but we are not shut down. If you're an indie artist, or if you're an indie artist vendor, sign up. Go to Romero Pictures Indie Brigade Facebook page. Send us a message. We will send you a link and a list of guidelines on how to post. It's free forever. The links will stay alive forever, and we will help market and promote them
on this technology. Apparently,
boom. And Joe has found the trailer. I hope it works better.
No, don't have that much faith because he hasn't found.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It sucks. It does. But,
oh, man.
Oh, give me a freaking second. Hold on to me.
Just in case you want to know who the guests are. Boom.
Oh, okay. You ready now?
Yeah,
I'm
making
sure you're ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Say it nicely. I'm kidding. Screw it. Hold on.
Well done. It's
All
playing
right,
all
this one's the
glitchy.
last
I wonder what's going on. Like, why? Because the other stuff doesn't play glitchy. So,
That played glitchy again?
yeah. I don't know.
It's coming. Okay, we'll discuss that. I don't know.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning into this sort of impromptu special report from Romero Pictures Indie Brigade with me, your host, George C. Romero, and my ever faithful and loving producer, Mr. Joe Ridgely. Love you, pal.
Love you
And
too, man.
everybody out there, fuck off till next time. To be an indie means we buck a system that doesn't want us. To be a fringe filmmaker means we don't do it for them. We do it for ourselves. To be an outlaw on the fringe means we'll die before we fail. Be an outlaw.